Look who's back, author and Washington Examiner columnist. He's Byron York. Byron, it's good to see you. Byron, when you heard there were a fourth batch of top secrets classified documents found in the president's Delaware home, what was your reaction? Because now Democrats and the media are rapidly turning on the president for covering up his mishandling of the nation's secrets.
Well, my reaction was we're learning more from the Biden lawyers. And, you know, when there's a controversy going on, you have to ask yourself, how do I know what I know? And right now, everything we know about this is stuff that we've been told by the Biden lawyers. Oh, there's 5 more documents here. There's 10 documents here. There's a small number there. We have no independent way of verifying this right now. So one of the things that we've seen in this growing scandal is that the public gets information from the Biden lawyers, and then the appointment of a special counsel means the Justice Department will completely shut the case up, and Congress won't be able to find out about it. So it's actually restricting information about something that's of great public interest.
Well, this is a total cover-up. The Biden family lawyers act in the Biden family's interests, not the nation's. They do not have security clearances to even touch the nation's classified information. So why are they?
That's a great question. We don't know yet, because we have had a situation where a Biden family lawyer comes upon a classified document and then stops and says, oh, wait, I've got to call somebody with a security clearance to find this. And this is absolutely haphazard what's going on. And here again, think of some of the basic issues in this. November 2nd, 2022, Biden says that some of his lawyers were clearing out an office. Well, what was going on with that? Why did he have a private office still at that time? He'd been president for a year and a half.
I mean, it's a double standard.
There's so many unanswered questions.
It's a double standard.
Yeah.
I mean, President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate gets raided, and then the family lawyers for the Biden family is allowed to do this. It's a double standard. All right, Byron, let's move on to this. Now we got Texas joining Florida and pushing new laws banning China, Russia, Iran, North Korea from buying real estate in Texas. So, Byron, the question is this doable? I mean, they can use holding companies to do this anonymously, buying this real estate. But, you know, GOP state lawmakers in Texas, Byron, they're saying, you as an American, go buy land near a Chinese military base and see how it works out for you. It would never happen there. It shouldn't happen here.
Absolutely. And look, maybe this won't be the perfect way to deal with it, but think of this. Laughlin Air Force Base in Texas, it's the largest facility for Air Force pilot training in the country. A Chinese billionaire who just happens to be a former general in the People's Liberation Army buys 130,000 acres of land not far from the base. What's going on there? I think it's reasonable for the U.S. government and also the state of Texas to be concerned about what's going on. It's what we saw Ron DeSantis do in Florida, now Texas with Governor Greg Abbott doing the same thing. This is something that all states should be doing in areas around sensitive areas.
Byron York, we'll have you back on. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight.